In this video, we're going to go over using the league scheduling tools for creating your league games. To get to our league scheduler, we're going to click on Add Event, and then we're going to click on League Scheduler. The very first thing that you're going to want to do is add all of the teams that are in your league into this tool here. Now, we already did that for our league participation form, but the reason why we're adding it here too is because it will allow you to create schedules for things that are not just your league games, like tournaments and things of that sort. But for this example, let's just go ahead and show you the process for adding teams in your league. If we click on the drop-down menu and then click Select School, then this search box will show up and it will allow us to type in the name of our school here that is in our league. After typing at least 3 characters, it will show up, and then you can click on the team and then click Add School. Since this particular user already has all of their schools added in their league, we can skip this step. The next step would be to create your formula. To do that, we'll click on Formulas, which is the blue button here. Our formulas indicate how many teams are going to be playing in that particular set of league games and how many days that they are going to be playing. So if we click on Add New, then we can title the formula whatever we'd like to, and then we can input the number of teams and we can input the number of days. One thing to note for teams, if you have an odd number of teams and there are buys, then you should make sure that you choose one additional number of teams rather than the actual number of teams. So if you have 5 teams in your league and one team has a buy for each game, then choose 6 instead. Then you can choose the total number of days that the teams are playing and click Save, and that will save your formulas. Now that we have our formula added, let's go ahead and start creating our schedule. Here we can click back to scheduler, and then what we can do here, and since we're back on this page, it would be a good idea to note that if you are having buys, that you can add the buy school in for your team. You can do that by clicking select school and then searching for buy like this, because we have buy added as our list of schools as well. So next we'll click on schedules, and then these are our list of active schedules and these are our list of pending schedules. We'll go over what those are in a bit. First, let's go over how to create a schedule to start up. So we're going to create our football schedule, which is our 7-team, 7-day schedule, and we're going to be doing it for varsity level. Then we'll click Add Schedule here. Here is where we can title our schedule. So we're going to go ahead and call this one 2014-15 football. We'll change the year to be 14-15, make the sport be football 11-man, and you'll notice that we have teams here and then we have all the dates that we play. Now this is the area where we can add in each one of the dates that we play. And then underneath that we have numbers saying 1 will play at 2. So we can tie in our schools to each one of those numbers. So here we can say that Canoga Park is number 1 and number 2 is going to be Kennedy. So that would mean that Canoga Park is then going to be playing at Kennedy for this particular matchup. If you would like to use the number system, then you can do it like this. Or if you would like to just go forward to the next one, then what you can simply do is you can just choose any number that you'd like for the teams and use the tabs like this. So you can see what I'm doing here is I'm just typing in number 1 for each one of these matchups, because this will enable me to go to the next page where I can just use the names of the schools instead of the numbers. Now again, this is completely up to you if you would like to do it this way or if you'd like to use the numbering system. Here we're going to go ahead and indicate each of the teams for football, and since it's an odd number, we're going to put buy in. We'll indicate the time that they are playing, which is 7 o'clock. We'll do the dates, and once we have all that information inputted, then we can click submit. Here it says that our schedule has been successfully added, and it will be added by default into the pending schedules. It goes directly into pending because we want to make sure that our schedule is 100% correct before we activate it. Next, what we can do is we can click on view here to edit our schedules to make sure it looks correct. Here you can see that what we did was, since we used the numbers and we just chose the same number, that it has Canoga Park being added for each one of those games. We can edit those by choosing the drop down and then selecting the appropriate team. So here, let's just go ahead and start selecting the appropriate teams for each one of our schedules. Now that we have all of our schools inputted, we can click on Update, and again, it will still be on our pending schedules until we click Activate. So let's go ahead and look at our schedules again. You can see that everything looks pretty good here, like this. And let's say that we would like to take this schedule and print it. Here we can then click Go Back, and we can click on Export to Excel by clicking on this button here. And what it'll do is it'll create an Excel file with all the information that we have inputted here. So you can print this for your records if you'd like, or take it to your league meeting to make sure everything goes well there. Once everything looks good, then we can go ahead and click on Activate, and it will activate our schedules. But make sure that you watch the next video to go over what steps you'll need to take to fully activate your schedule and to make adjustments if you need to.